Martin Gunnarsson. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Marley Industries, and today we're going to walk you through our crossover conversion on the Ram ProMaster. And the chassis we've utilised for our conversion is the 159-inch wheelbase with the high roof capability. So let's have a look at the vehicle. So opening up the side door of the vehicle, as you can see, you have a very expansive space for getting in and out of the vehicle. And one of the reasons that we actually picked the Ram ProMaster was the actual floor height. It's actually one of the lowest floor heights in the commercial vehicle marketplace currently, and it really assists you in having a product that's easier for your paramedics as they're getting in and out of the vehicle. Being that back injuries and what have you are something that's very much a concern, certainly does help mitigate that. So equipment in the locality of the side doors. Essentially what we've built in is a drawer system that's designed to take your stair chair. So rather than reaching in and twisting when you're putting your stair chair into the vehicle, you're actually lifting with your back straight and putting the stair chair straight away. Then it gets stowed and it's locked in position and ready when you need it to the access of the doors. Our oxygen system is just below that. In this space here, you have enough room for 2 spine boards and your KED systems. So what we've done is we've basically incorporated a belt strap system for any ancillary equipment that you may have that you want to stow on top of this area, that can be used. And we've also come up with an air care shelf that's basically quick to deploy and flexible, and it has its own cargo net system for actually making sure whatever you're locating in this area is stowed safely. At the rear of the stair chair cabinet, we've designed in some space that allows you to have your portable oxygen tanks confined but accessible, and also a cabinet where you can carry blankets, teddy bears, and any of the other ancillary equipment you may need to carry. We've developed a kit tree system to the rear door, and we offer that in 3 configurations. Number 1 is the shelving that you can see with some straps so you can tie down the cargo. Number 2 is very similar to what you've got here, which is fully contained but has access netting forward so you can actually access the kit whilst you're in the vehicle. And number 3 is a fully contained system that you can see here. So this really works as a grab and go, so you just throw your bags into the back, you close the door, the grab handle and the bars on the door fully contain your kit in that locality, and in the event of a load shift, the bags are going to stay fully confined and safe. One of the things that we always look to achieve with any design that we do at Marley Industries is to utilise as much space that we can find in the vehicle as possible. A good example of this is our sanitary station that we have to the back doors. So essentially we've developed this little pod that gives you a hand sanitizer, wipes, and a little garbage area for your gloves and things like that as you're getting in and out of the vehicle. It just helps you keep your workspace clean. On the rear doors, we do offer an accessory for a hard hat retention system, which allows the paramedics to have their hard hats ready to go if they go into an industrial call. To help you get in and out of the vehicle, we have a rear flip down step, which is built using a perforated aluminum tread plate system that in the bad weather allows you to have ice, snow and slush pass through whilst keeping you safe as you're stepping in and outside of the vehicle. One of the reasons we actually call this product crossover conversion is the expansive space that we've managed to design into the interior. Not only have we got arguably the lowest floor, in the interior we've actually got a height that allows you to be 6'4" and still only just about brushing your hair on the ceiling, which is quite unusual in the back of an ambulance. One of the benefits of the Marley interior is we are utilising plastics and composite materials that give a much cleaner finish to the interior, not only from an aesthetic point of view, but also from a safety point of view. What we have with the composites is we have energy absorbent walls that basically absorb impact, meaning that if there is an accident, rather than having structures that are coming into the vehicle, the walls have got some give. So the driver's side of the vehicle being the main cargo area in an ambulance configuration, we offer 3 different formats. First one is the one you can see here, which is a 9-bin configuration. So essentially you've got 8 plus 1. Secondly, we offer a 7, which is a 6 plus 1. And thirdly, we offer a 5, which is a 4 plus 1. Now the 5 at face value may seem like there's less capability to carry your equipment, but what we integrate with the 5 is a tapping plate system that goes in the lower portion area, which means you can configure your equipment however you want. The 5 or 7 bin configurations, that will also give you the capability to carry bariatric patients as well. So this portion here doesn't exist, which allows the wide body stretcher to actually go further into the wall. So again, with our design being focused on giving the paramedic EMT a really ergonomic space to work in, what we've done with the head of attendancy, the head of stretcher position, we have the oxygen, everything's within easy reach. Your thermostats, your map lights, your control systems for your AC and heat, and then all the lighting and what have you there. Your suction unit, and any additional equipment that you may want to stow in certain areas. As well as offering a traditional squad bench configuration in the vehicle, we also have this configuration, which has a flexible attendant seat with a telescopic cabinet. Currently sat in a very similar position that you would be in a regular squad bench configuration, but I do have a 3-point harness on. Now, obviously, if I'm working on the patient, it may seem that I'm somewhat limited to be able to get to kit and what have you, but that's not actually the case. We've done an awful lot of work on the ergonomics and the design of this particular unit. So let me show you how the telescopic system would actually work whilst I'm sitting in this position. So firstly, the cabinet comes out once, it comes out twice, and now I have a large work area that's right next to me. I can still reach my documents, my gloves, and all the electronic controls in the vehicle. So closing the drawer in, basically I've now reduced the profile of the telescopic cabinet. Now what I can do is I can start manipulating the seat and pivoting to the 45-degree position. Now this is a position that a lot of EMTs and paramedics actually favour when they're actually working with the patient and also having a decent workspace as well. By closing the cabinet fully and manipulating the seat forward, so now I'm in a perfect, comfortable position for a long haul transfer. So let's do a quick run through of the functions of the telescopic cabinet. Number 1, the cabinet expands towards the seated position. Thereafter, also the drawer expands to the seated position. So now you've got the large workspace. You do have a drawer with a flexible lid system that allows you to stow things beneath that surface. Closing it up, it's as easy as opening it. Underneath the first drawer, there's also a second drawer. And then below, we have a sharps containment and a garbage. We felt it very important to put as much design effort into the cab space as it was for the rear, because there is a lot of time that an EMT or a paramedic will spend on standby. So with that in mind, we did a fully contoured partition, which allows you the seat to slide all the way back, plus a good amount of recline. We also accommodated some space for backpacks, lunch pails, so on and so forth. Document pouch. We have an access window which has a flip down system that actually comes to a seal, which is an enhancement on the traditional sliding window, which obviously cannot seal.